Hello, everyone. Welcome to Board Gamers. My name is Dave.
And I'm Dirk.
Oh, I'm Juggernaut. Unstoppable. Unmovable. No one can stop the Juggernaut. Um, yeah, so this is scenario 4. Juggy, Dirk's best bud. Um,
Yeah, especially you'll see we will come up it will show in one of our other videos, but there is a little uh, part of the MCN stuff that is the unstoppable juggernaut. Oh,
yeah, we have a short from
oh,
one of the kind of heroes. I think it was 2024, I think.
that was pretty. Oh, I want
Yeah.
one of the previous ones, which you can always get as a
Yeah, I think we've only recorded the last two
okay.
con heroes. But anyway, so let's take a look at what Juggy can do.
Other than give me a headache. All right, so the unstoppable juggernaut. So this one, whenever we get ready to play this one, we're going to want to make sure we grab Juggernaut 1 and 2 if we're playing standard, 2 and 3 if we're doing expert. We're going to grab the Juggernaut set. We're going to grab the Hope Summers module, and we're going to grab the standard encounter set. And then we'll grab one additional modular set, and their suggestion is the Black Tom Cassidy set. And then for setup, we're going to attach Juggernaut's helmet to Juggernaut. We'll see that in a second. And we're going to put Hope Summers into play under the control of the first player.
Okay. Then we got the Unstoppable Juggernaut. Starts with 1 threat per player. We add 1 threat per player per turn. 7 threat per player threshold. Forced interrupt. When this scheme would be completed, instead do each of the following. You remove all threat from here. If Juggernaut Expose is in play, you're going to flip it. You'll see that in a moment. Place a momentum counter on Juggernaut. That may be important. And then Juggernaut attacks each player in player order, even if they're in alter ego.
That's the worst part.
Right. Well, that plus there's also a momentum counter on him as well, which
makes it worse.
Makes it worse. Okay. So we're going to have to talk about his helmet here.
All right, so his helmet. This is an attachment. It is permanent that you do attach to Juggernaut. While this is in play, he has Stalwart and his attacks gain Overkill. As a hero action, you can spend 3 resources of the same type, so it's not cheap, to remove each momentum counter from this and flip this card over.
Yeah, and then when you flip him over, he's exposed, so that's what this was talking about, flipping it back. But while it's exposed, it's still permanent, attached to Juggernaut. Juggernaut takes 1 additional damage for each card with a printed mental resource. So, someone like Wasp could have, or, if you've got a home technique deck, force response after Juggernaut schemes, place one momentum counter on Juggernaut and flip this card. So as long as you keep him from scheming, you can keep him exposed, but so that would suck if you're playing Nick Fury with the stealth suit or something, because then he's scheming. But or someone who likes to flip down a lot, that's going to kind of stink as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then, of course, we have Hope.
She is Psionic, X-Force, and X-Men. She has 3 hit points. Her thwart and her attacker special. And as setup, of course, the first player controls her, and she does not count against her ally limit. And her special is that her base thwart and attack are each equal to the thwart and attack of your hero. So whoever's controlling her, that's what her skills are. And if she ever leaves play, the players do lose the game, though. So she does add an additional loss condition to her. But the cool thing about this is, since she goes around between all of the players, if you're in a multiplayer game, everybody can put attachments on her, and those attachments will stay with her. Because if she ever leaves, the game's over anyways.
All right. Then we got Juggernaut Stage 1 here. 1 scheme, 2 attack. He's a brute. Juggernaut gets +1 attack for each momentum counter on here. And we talked about the momentum counters with the helmet. When revealed, you get to place a momentum counter here and then give Juggernaut a tough status card. So, and then again, each momentum counter gives him a +1 attack.
Hit points?
Oh, the hit points?
18 per player.
18, yeah.
All right, so stage 2, so this is the last one in standard, first one in expert. He has 1 scheme, 3 attack. And again, he's brute. He gets +1 for each momentum counter. And again, whenever you're revealed, you're going to put a momentum counter here. And if Juggernaut exposed in play, you're going to flip that over. Otherwise, you're just going to give him a tough status card, and he has 21 hit points per player.
Right. So yeah, so that's a way that he gets his helmet back every time you defeat him. Then we got Juggernaut 3, 2 scheme, 4 attack. So that's just a base 4.
Yeah.
Juggernaut gets +1 attack for each momentum counter. And then when revealed, you're going to search the encounter deck and discard pile for Head of Steam and reveal it, shuffle. If Juggernaut exposes in play, flip it. Otherwise, give him a tough status.
All right, so the Head of Steam attachment, Juggernaut gets Retaliate X, where X is the number of momentum counters on him. So not only does he have that as a plus attack, but he's also got Retaliate now. When revealed, you're going to attach the Head of Steam to him and place 1 momentum counter on him. And as a hero response, after he attacks you, you're going to spend 1 resource for each damage dealt by that attack to discard this. So yeah, that could be an expensive card to get rid of.
Now, one of the fun things with Juggernaut is there is no limit to the number of momentum counters. So if you let him get 10 momentum counters, he has 10 retaliate with his card, and he's attacking you for 14 instead.
You're probably not surviving if you.
But he's attacking you with a base 14 before you count the boost cards.
Yeah.
So that's why Dirk loves him so much. Although we've never let him have 10
No.
counters. But you could do it. All right. Then we have building momentum, side scheme, 3 threat per player. Hero response. After you defend against an attack from Juggernaut, remove 1 threat from the scheme. And it's got 2 acceleration tokens.
All right, we've got 2 copies of the Breakthrough Treachery. So whatever this one's revealed, you're going to choose. You're either going to take equal damage to Juggernaut's attack, or you're going to discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control.
Oh yeah, that's the Kool-Aid Man card.
Oh yeah.
All right, then we got Flatten. I just love these names of these cards. When revealed, choose to either take damage equal to Juggernaut's attack or place 1 momentum counter on him. And as a boost, give Juggernaut a tough status card.
Yeah. So yeah, he just gets stronger for the next
I
person.
just love how just simple and to the point these card names are.
All right, Round Pound. So this one, whenever this treachery is revealed, the players as a group take indirect damage equal to his attack. If it comes out as a boost, you're going to take a single indirect damage. So hope this one comes out as a boost.
Right. Then we have 2 copies of Trample. So this is after Deadpool and him have played a game of war, I guess.
I know, I love the artwork on this one.
When revealed, Alter Ego take 2 indirect damage. When revealed, Hero, Juggernaut attacks an ally with the fewest remaining hit points, and boost, deal 1 damage to an ally.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be your ally either.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no flavor text like "giddy up" or something. Because he's red.
All right, then we've got 3 copies of Satirax Exemplar. So whenever this treachery is revealed, if you're in expert mode, it'll gain Insight 1. But if expert or if Juggernaut exposed is in play, you're going to flip it and place a momentum counter on Juggernaut. Otherwise, you're going to place threat on the main scheme equal to his attack. So this adds a lot of threat. And again, remember, if he ever thwarts out on you, you lose.
Right. So now, Hope is one of the required modules, and it's actually a 2-card module. So this is the other card that goes with Hope. Captive Hope, 3 threat per player. It's an acceleration token. Hope Summers can't ready, and when revealed, you exhaust Hope Summers. So you actually have to deal with this side scheme. You can use it in any scenario if you want to use Hope. But when we do random, we choose another scenario or another.
Yeah, we'll add an additional because you only get 2 cards and one of them is beneficial.
Yeah.
So
all right. Then the optional module is Black Tom Cassidy.
All right. So speaking of Black Tom, he is a criminal elite minion. He's got 6 hit points. He schemes for 1. He attacks for 1. He has villainous. He cannot take damage while a creeping willow is in play, and we'll see that in just a second. But when revealed, you're going to search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of the Creeping Willow and put it into play engage with you.
Okay.
Creeping Willow here.
We have 4 Creeping Willows.
1 for each player.
So it's Creeping Willow, 0 scheme, 1 attack, 3 hit points. It's a wood traded, so I guess Absorbing Man will like it. Guard, Quick Strike, Force response after Creeping Willow attacks and damages a character, stun that character, and as a boost, you are stunned.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like with the Black Tom, it's just as long as there's a Creeping Willow in play, it doesn't matter who is engaged with it. All right, so the Making Green side scheme comes in with 2 threat. It's got hinder 2 per player, and each copy of Creeping Willow gains surge. Remember, again, we had 4 of those, and this comes in with the hinder keyword. What's bad is when Creeping Willow surges into Creeping Willow, which surges into Creeping Willow, and we've had that happen.
All right, then we have a Sound Thrashing. When revealed, each copy of Creeping Willow attacks the player it is engaged with, even if that player is an alter ego. If you are not attacked this way, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Creeping Willow and reveal that, which is of course why there's 4 copies for up to a 4-player game.
And then again, if we're playing against Juggernaut, now that's 2 things that can attack us while we're in alter ego.
Yeah. All right, so yep, so this was Dirk's favorite villain. He loves playing, going up against Juggernaut,
Yeah, I
especially.
was not a fan of it before, but now, yeah, now with the added bonus from the Con of Heroes, yeah, he's among my least favorites.
So the secret to Juggernaut is making sure you
Get rid of the helmet as soon as you
right,
can.
spend 3 resources the same type and as often as you can, because you know you can let him have 1 or 2 momentum counters, but the more he gets on there, it's just the worse it gets. Yeah, because especially when he is exposed, then
Yeah, he'll take the additional damage.
with the mental, but also, but it, you really have to coordinate, like, do not go down, or you know you got somebody who could temporarily come down and come back up, you know, like Hulkling or something, you know, when he does his impersonation card, you know, something like that, or Miles, you know, where he can jump back.
Or be ready, because especially if you don't have a strong Justice player on or Justice character on your team, that if you go down, your team is probably going to ask you to turn around and pay that to get rid of it the next turn.
Right. Yeah, because yeah, you're causing it to add the momentum counters back, you know. So they did give a really good card that was in the same box with Cable, you know, the body slide. So
Yeah.
if Cable's like the first character, everyone go down, you know, and then they heal and then they come back up and prevent the, you know, Juggernaut from scheming.
Yeah, there are some characters that just because of their innate abilities, he's not as bad, but you've got to be really careful with it, because honestly, he hits you like a train, but we lose most of the games against him when we do lose because of threat.
Yeah. Yeah. You just have to try to keep him exposed, as helmet exposed as much
Yeah.
as possible. All right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, not with Juggernaut, of course, but more content by us, then go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you'll see new videos whenever we post them. All right, have a good one.